Hello everyone, it's Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot. I have an energy check-in for our collective couple at this time, our divine feminine and our divine masculine, and sort of what's between them, their current energies. So the overall theme right now for the masculines is victory. This is a number 10 card, so this is about closing out these cycles and being victorious, doing the work and, really coming to the end of a difficult cycle. For the feminine, we have yin and yang. We have this card of balance. It's a 4, so it's about building a strong foundation, remaining strong, remaining balanced within herself and her own energies. What we have here is we have the masculine's current energies, the feminine's current energies, and what lies between them. And then going across, we'll do past, present, and future. So for the masculine right now, with his current energy, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles is a sort of left out in the cold type of energy. So he may be feeling that, sort of all hope is lost, that, things have happened between this couple. Things have, they've tried to come together. Things didn't work out. He's kind of lost it, it's never going to happen, kind of in this very negative type of energy. This is clarified here by the Star. So the Star card is a card of alignment. It is a card of divine intervention, and it's also a card of hope. So the divine is stepping in to give him hope, to let him know that, things are not all lost. Things are not all bad. The other side of the 5 of Pentacles is about receiving help and asking for help. So the divine is stepping in at this time to provide that help, to help him align himself with his hopes and with his dreams. We have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is a very stressed type of energy, unnecessary worry, putting yourself in a self-imposed prison, like you can't move forward. You're unable to do things, and all of this is all due to your own self-limiting thoughts. This is clarified by the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is about a change in perspective coming. This is about a pause. So this connection obviously has been put on pause at this time with a separation, and this is all divinely guided. I also get from this card that the divine has stepped in to sort of force this change in perception on the masculine. Maybe he's been stuck too long in this negative self-imposed prison that he's put himself in. So the divine is coming out and he's shaking out all of his intentions and all of his wishes and sort of making them known again. And then the last card we have is Temperance. So Temperance, again, is another card of divine intervention. It's a card of sort of patience and a card of being able to temper and balance energies at this time. This is clarified by the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups has a couple meanings. This could be sort of a reason to celebrate that, maybe he's coming into this balance, and then once this balance is achieved, he'll be able to celebrate with this 3 of Cups. So I pulled another card for clarification, and I got the Death card. So this is about a transformation. I'm taking this 3 of Cups energy to be something in his 3D life that has been interfering with this connection. Either a situation that he has, other people that are around him, or something. So that situation right now is starting to transform. And while this is transforming, the divine is stepping in to temper these energies. So as he's getting to the end of the cycle, this is the end of this difficult cycle for him, and the divine has really stepped up to help him through that. For the feminine right now, her current energies, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So she's a bit guarded, which, obviously with what has been going on and with the separation, of course she's a little guarded. She's not quite sure. what's going on and, you know, how to handle herself while she's trying to remain in balance and in alignment. This is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So to me, this is telling the feminine at this time just to hold in there that this is about, you know, the whole package. You can remain guarded. You can, you know, remain sort of, keep things close to your chest about this connection because, you know, this is about the Ten of Pentacles. This is about family and emotional stability and financial freedom, and anything you could wish for is all in this treasure box here. So it is worth sort of guarding yourself towards. We have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about building a strong foundation. This is about, you know, family. This is about union. This is the Union card. So, you know, she sort of has this on her mind and, you know, is really looking forward to it. And she's guarding that focus, but trying not to focus too hard on it. And then to clarify that, we have the Seven of Swords. So there's something going on as far as this union that might not be coming forward or might not be right on the surface for her to see at this time. And that, you know, it could be that there's a lot going on behind the scenes right now. So a lot is not coming to the surface. So it might make it look like to her like things are not happening or, you know, possibly might not happen. So she just needs to kind of hang in there. We have the Three of Wands as well for her. So this is about waiting for your ship to come in. This is sort of, you know, looking towards the future, but not quite making a move yet because you're not quite sure what is going to happen. This is clarified for her, and these cards came out together by the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. So this is about, you know, this reunion. This is about sharing her cup of love with her counterpart, her divine, you know, her divine masculine. And achieving ultimately the emotional bliss that she's looking forward to. So even though like underneath on the surface, she's kind of on hold, she's still trying to remain in balance, you know, she has all of these cards of confirmation kind of coming up for her that she just has to stay in there. And I believe it came out in a previous reading. It's just, you know, not to give up just before things kind of come to fruition. So looking at the connection energies right now, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about claiming victory. This is about a small victory, about things, you know, kind of working out for the best. And this is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, which is another card of pause, but also by taking pause and looking back at your hard work and look at how, you know, how, you know, abundant this garden is and how well things are going. Sometimes it's easy to, you know, stay in this lack mentality. But if you stop and take a look around, it's, you know, you're actually further along than you really think. In the center of it all, the center card here, we have the Hierophant. So this is about this contract. This is about the spiritual journey for these two people. And this is clarified by Judgment. So you can't get any more divinely guided and protected than that. The divine is stepping in and really showing these two what their destiny looks like, and, you know, keeping them focused and eyes on the prize, type, if you will. The divine is really stepping up big time for this connection. So we have the Five of Swords at the bottom. So this is about a battle. This is about a battle ending, though. This is about sort of, you know, being done with this battle. And if you noticed on this card, everyone else around here is sort of beaten and to their knees. But this, you know, this masculine here is still standing. So it's sort of like you've been through the battle, The battle is ending, and now it's time to kind of pick up your stuff and move forward. And that's sort of where this connection is. You've been through, been through it, and we're getting to the point where where you have to pick up and kind of start to move forward. And then we have the Knight of Swords again, who's been coming up frequently in my readings through this week. He's still sort of poised, not quite moving forward, but ready and determined to take action. And this came out in another reading, being that this eagle is on here sort of holding up the action, again, a sign of divine intervention, kind of putting this thing on hold until these two are really in alignment and ready to move forward. The supporting energies for this connection at this time, we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Sometimes, you have to listen to your heart. You have to listen to where you're drawn. On the surface, it might not make sense, but in your soul and in, deep in your heart, where are you asked to go? Where are you being pulled towards? And we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So this pause, like I said, is divinely guided. It's giving these two sort of a rest period where they can tie up loose ends, finish what they need to finish before moving forward with new beginnings. Current blocks for the connection. We have atonement and we have masquerade. So the masquerade card, let me see if I can. Both of these are sort of have a vein of kind of letting go, taking accountability for your actions and things that have occurred between the two of you, really owning your part in it, and so that you can move forward. The masquerade card is about like holding on to guilt, living for the moment. It says there is guilt if you care because you are not building. There is guilt out of loss because you are not treasuring. There is guilt out of indifference because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. Sometimes there is guilt and selflessness in the desire itself, in everything leading to pleasure. The masquerade is a dance. It's a road that goes in circles and ebbs and flows and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tightly. When the time goes, let it go. So this is about, not taking things to the level that you deserve, not allowing things to go any deeper. So this is definitely a block for this couple, being that the feminine is sort of guarded and working on her own things, and the masculine has his things going on. The fact that they're only at the surface and not allowing themselves to really dig deeper, and kind of holding on to the guilt of that is kind of keeping them stuck. So that's something that they need to both work on. And being that the divine is stepping in here with divine intervention, this is going to be something that they're definitely going to work on. The atonement card is accepting the full burden of responsibility. This is sort of, you create closure by completely letting go and completely accepting responsibility for your actions and accepting the consequences that go along with it. So there's sort of a lot of stepping up that these two have to do in order to clear this block. They both need to take responsibility for their, for their own sides, their own shit, actually, before they can actually let it go and surrender it. So there is some more letting go. There is some more surrendering here. There's a little bit more healing going on. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it looks like things are going to to come together now, in its own time, obviously. So if we read the story, past, present, and future going across, let's spread these out here. Look at that. Okay. So we have this, this Five of Pentacles is left out in the cold energy, but you know, we're keeping hope alive on this. We're having hope because there are small victories and you know, a reason to take pause and look at how far you've come. It's okay to be guarded, but at the end of it all, you have, this is all about the Ten of Pentacles. This is about creating a firm and stable family atmosphere. It's about, you know, emotional and financial stability and security. You know, this is the Ten of Pentacles. This is as high as you can go. So in the present, we have a hold up in the action right now while we get a change in perspective. You know, unnecessary worry is keeping us sort of in our own self-imposed prison, but it is all about the spiritual journey. It is about this contract and reviewing how you're living your life and making sure that you are in alignment with your own core values before you can come into alignment together. Because this is, again, about union. Union is on the sort of on the horizon for these two. But they have to get rid of this sort of deceptive energy that's surrounding them. Maybe they're not coming forward with their true feelings, you know, not speaking their truth or not speaking at all. So the Seven of Swords energy is really kind of hanging on there. We have to be patient with, you know, what is going on with the physical. If there's things in the way that need to be overcome, you have to realize that it is all part of a transformation. Anything that no longer serves will kind of fall away, revealing the inner, you know, how things are supposed to be on the inside. We are embattled, but it is time to end the battle and pick up and move forward, and being determined to come forward with the truth. Waiting for your ship to come in. Eventually that ship has to come in. So kind of hang in there and be hopeful, because there is a reunion here. There is a reunion of souls, and a Two of Cups to be shared, and emotional bliss to come. So I hope that resonates, and I hope that makes sense, and thank you for watching.